Hi everybody, and welcome back to Lost Genre Reddit Stories. This post is from the subreddit Relationships, and it's by user ABCDE Throwawa. Me, 25 male, with my girlfriend, 25 female, 6 months. She hates my brother's girlfriend, gets mad about everything, trying to create peace. Alright, so the key players in this story are me, 25 male, my girlfriend Anna, 25 female, my brother Bill, 28 male, and my brother's girlfriend Callie, 23 female, who have been dating for 3 years and live together. Also relevant are my other brothers, Dan, 24 male, and Eli, 9 male. I've been dating Anna for about 6 months. She's really awesome and I see a future with her for sure. We met on Tinder and have been pretty much inseparable since. We fight some, but no more than most couples, I'd say. This is definitely our biggest issue and I'm worried it's going to spell the end of us. Anna is really jealous of Callie, weirdly jealous, about things that I think are completely unreasonable. Anna, Bill, Callie, and I all live in the same city, so we see Bill and Callie a lot. Until about a year ago, Bill and I lived together, but now I live on my own and he lives with his girlfriend. Bill and Callie are both big nerds. He's a botanist and she's pursuing her PhD in some sort of physics thing that has to do with space. She's crazy smart. I really love Anna, but I don't think she's ever been someone to get along with other women very well. I knew from the start that she didn't like Callie, and I don't really feel like she's making much of an attempt to hide that fact. Whatever, I can't force her to like my brother's girlfriend. She thinks Callie is stuck up, shallow, entitled, arrogant, causes drama, whatever. I don't agree with her, but I can chalk all that up to an option about her personality, which I feel will change if she gets to know Callie better. It's the specific things that I don't know how to react to. 4 months ago, my grandmother passed away. The funeral was on the other side of the country, so we all packed up and flew there for the funeral and to visit family. Callie was invited, Anna was not, and Anna was pissed. I'm still hearing about it to this day, and while it seems like she understands that Callie had met my grandmother and known her for many years and should have been invited, she doesn't get why my dad didn't just go ahead and spring for another plane ticket for Anna to make it fair. I feel like we've spent months talking in circles about it, and at this point, I wished she would just forget about it, you know? If I had known it was going to be a big deal, I would have just bought her a ticket myself. 2 weeks ago was my dad's birthday. My brothers Anna, Callie, and I all went to visit for his birthday. Callie and Bill were allowed to sleep in the same room, but my dad asked that Anna sleep in the guest room. His reasoning is that he wants to keep things as appropriate as possible for my youngest brother. I agree with Anna that this is kind of unfair, but on the other hand, Callie and Bill live together and Eli has stayed with them for the weekend before. I tried to explain to Anna that in a year or so my dad won't mind. Callie slept in the guest room the first several times she visited, but for now, he's just trying to look out for his kid and it's his house, his rules. So we fight about these two things all the time. She accuses my family of liking Callie more, which I effed up and told her, well yeah, they've known her longer, we love Callie, idiot. And then accuses me of liking Callie more and not being serious about her, etc. I don't know how to handle this because I never really expected to have a girlfriend be jealous of someone who is basically my sister-in-law. Speaking of which, I know Bill is planning on proposing soon with my grandmother's ring, and I really regret telling Anna because already it's, well, that's selfish. What if you or Dan wanted to propose with that ring? She shouldn't just take it all for herself, as if it were Callie's decision and not something Bill wanted to do. And even if I tried to explain that we talked about it and decided that Callie actually knew our grandma, so it was appropriate, Anna just doesn't want to hear it. I feel like we're building to a big blow up here. Every day she's hinting that she wants to move into my apartment, hinting that she wants to get engaged or whatever, but it all comes off as her wanting to one-up Callie. It's frustrating because I feel like this isn't really who she is. Usually, she's very laid back and kind of open to talking through our problems, but the minute Callie's involved somehow, it all turns into a total crap show. What should I say to her? Where do I even start? Oof, OP, I think you've got that backwards. I think she's actually this way, the way she's being regarding Callie, and that she's just showing you a very laid back and kind and open to talking person. And honestly, 2 big red flags, 6 months into dating and she's already hinting that you guys should move in together or get engaged? Or at least those are red flags to me. I get the impression that Anna needs to be the center of attention or people need to praise her or something because she's jealous of Callie, who from what you tell us is a very nice girl. And I also have the impression that no matter what you say to her or how you say it to her, it's gonna blow up anyways. So if I was in your shoes, OP, I would just tell her how I feel about the whole situation and about the way that she's acting. That you actually ask her to tell you in her own words what her problem is with Callie, and to not refuse that she has a problem because she clearly does. And brace yourself because I wouldn't be surprised if some gaslighting is thrown into the mix here. And what do you guys think? What would you do if you were in OP's shoes, or what kind of advice would you give him? Let me know in the comment section, and now let's move on to the community comments to see what they said. Grisioco says, "Poor girl, it must be exhausting to wave that many red flags." That was my favorite comment. Panda Cupcake says, "It is never a good sign when a woman admits that she's never really gotten along with other women and accuses other women of creating drama. Your girlfriend is a drama queen. That problem is not going to get better. She is going to continue to be jealous of your Callie, who has been in your life longer than Anna and is going to be your sister-in-law soon. Do you really want to spend the rest of your life feeling pressured into making major decisions so that Anna can feel like she's one-upping Callie? Cut your losses now and find a woman who is not such a brat." And OP responds, "At first, when she told me that she didn't get along with other women, I thought, well, she'll probably love Callie. Callie isn't into girly stuff either, but that has not been the case." No Other Red says, "You ever thought that maybe Anna is just a bitch? You'll have been dating for 6 months and she's already raising hell about stupid crap. Honestly, I'm not a huge family person, but this type of crap is less a you don't get along with my family and more of you are an unreasonable person. Callie is obviously going to be a part of your life, being that she'll likely be your sister-in-law soon. Bill and Callie sound delightful anyway, good for them. So if Anna is having problems with that already, it's only going to get worse. The thing about women that don't get along with other women is that it's usually because of them and not other women." And OP responds, "Yeah, I guess I was just hoping if I kept the peace long enough, Anna would adjust to Callie and we'd all get along." But after the comments here, and I mean I kind of had a feeling this was the case anyway, I'm starting to think that's not possible. This is a total bummer. Ananas42 says, "Having been on the receiving end of actions from these types of women, this will not get better. You are looking at a future of constantly having to defend anyone who sees Callie as the very confident and secure person she is. That confidence is a trait that your girlfriend finds threatening. Why confidence is threatening to some women, I have never been able to figure out. If your girlfriend cannot eliminate the threat, she'll do everything she can to draw all the attention to herself, good or bad. I think that any girlfriend worth your time should treat your family, including soon-to-be family, with respect. Please consider that both you and your family deserve to be respected and move on." Additional information from OP's comments. For a lot of these things, it seemed like she didn't care until Callie was involved. Moving in together, for instance. We talked several times earlier in our relationship about how neither of us wanted to consider it until we'd been dating for at least a year. But now that my brother is getting engaged, she wants to jump the gun by 6 months? I guess what I'm worried about now is that she wasn't honest the first time around and that she was just telling me what I wanted to hear. I know I sound naive in my post, but I know that I don't want to be on a lease with someone who hasn't been able to get along with my family. I guess I was just hoping there was a possibility of her getting over it, but everyone here seems to think that's not really possible. Sad face. Honestly, I hadn't actually considered that this might not be Callie specific until it was mentioned here. There are a lot of boys in my family and not very many girls, and most of my female friends live some distance away, so I guess Callie would be the only target. I know that ultimately my loyalty is to my family. I just never thought I'd feel like I was in a position to have to choose between my girlfriend and my brother's girlfriend. I'm starting to think I'm just really naive about her and haven't seen this as being as much of an indication about her personality as it probably really is, but I also kind of had a feeling that was the case when I posted this. Sucks to have it confirmed though. When my grandma died, Callie was pretty upset herself. She and my grandmother both knit a lot, so they emailed back and forth a lot for the past year or so, and Anna was sympathetic. I didn't actually know that she was mad until we got back. I think she sort of stewed in it for a bit before saying anything. Callie and I haven't really spoken about Anna much at all. Callie is really good at letting things roll off her back, and I think she thinks that Anna is just a very abrasive person. We're a very close family, which is part of the reason I'm having trouble with all of this, I think. I just don't get how Anna could genuinely not want to have anything to do with Callie. OP's edit. Well, it only took about an hour's worth of comments, but you guys basically confirmed what I kind of already thought. Sad face. I love my family, and Callie is a part of my family. I'm going to tell Anna that she needs to cut this out, that Callie is my family and that she can't expect to have the same relationship with my family as someone who has been around 6 times as long. If she doesn't cut it out, well, I'm guessing that'll be Splitsville for us, which sucks, but better now than a year from now, right? Thanks for all your responses. Sometimes it's easier to make these decisions when you know other people agree with you. Okay, well, the community spoke, OP listened, and he's going to do something about it. So let's move on to the update to see what happened next. First, thanks to everyone for your advice and support. It helps to know that there are a lot of people out there to confirm what I was kind of already feeling about my relationship. I'm not sure if anyone actually cares about an update, but I figured I'd post one anyway. But before I do, I want to say that my last post wasn't very flattering towards Anna. That's because it was a post about a problem between us. If it were a post about all the things about her that I love, it would have been much longer and much more flattering. I just wanted to say that because Anna isn't a bad person, and I think a lot of you got an unfair impression of her based on my perspective of a problem we have. That said, long story short, we broke up, so this post isn't very flattering either. I wanted to talk to her and see if I could get to the root of her problem with Callie and my family, and it seemed to boil down to this. Anna feels like because my parents have 4 boys, they embraced Callie as a surrogate daughter. But now that role has been filled and there isn't any room left for Anna. She talked a lot about how Callie has the advantage and that she, Anna, hasn't really been given an opportunity to prove herself. She explained that that's part of what upset her about not being able to come to California for my grandma's funeral. Not the funeral, but afterward, when we all cleaned out grandma's house and everything. She said she wanted to be there to show that she was helpful, dedicated, caring, whatever. I felt really weird about all that because it seemed like she was viewing everything as an opportunity to make herself look good. I don't know if I can explain it well, but she was explaining it in this really calculating way, and it seemed like she didn't genuinely care about us, just about making herself look good. I tried to explain to her that I think the only advantage Callie has is that she's been around longer. I pointed out that Anna is of the same religion as my family, Catholic, kind of a big deal to my mom. That she's from the same region, Northeast, that she and my mom share a profession, teaching, and a bunch of other little things. She wasn't hearing it, so I suggested we take a break to think things over, because Callie is about to be my family in a very real way, and if she can't stand that, then maybe the relationship isn't working out. Anna told me that she doesn't do breaks, so I told her, fine, it's a breakup. But if you change your mind in the next few weeks, I'd love to talk to you. That was Thursday, so that's where we were until Sunday evening. I was at Bill and Callie's watching football, getting a little drunk, feeling sorry for myself, but also feeling pretty good because my team won. Callie likes a different team and she's been having a pretty good season also, and all 3 of us were having a good day overall. And then Callie started getting Facebook messages from Anna, a lot of them. I don't know if she was drunk or just pissed off, but it was just message after message of, I hope you feel good about yourself. I think it's disgusting how you consider all OP's family your territory. OP's mom only tolerates your pathetic redneck blah 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 because she thinks you'll be able to support her when she's old. People F their cousins where you're from. I bet I can find a story or two about you. I hope you enjoy that ring. It's probably the nicest thing you've ever touched. Congrats on marrying up in social class. All the kids at the watering hole in whatever podunk BS village spawned you sure will be impressed. How will you even get the news out? Smoke signal? I didn't think they've gotten electricity there yet. I bet you're pregnant and making him propose to save face for your bastard baby. These aren't direct quotes, but sort of the gist of it. Basically, just a lot of really mean stuff about how Callie is from the South, that she grew up poor, her parents are Mennonites, etc. Anna also accused her of feeling threatened by her and forcing me to break up with her. Not nice stuff. Callie was pretty upset and had to deactivate her Facebook. Bill's pissed, I'm pissed, but there's nothing good that could come from me confronting Anna. I feel like such an a-hole for even bringing Anna around in the first place because none of it was worth all of this BS. Callie blames it on the fact that Anna grew up an only child in a wealthy family. I don't know if that's true or if Anna is just mean-spirited. Either way, I feel really guilty for being the source of all this for Callie. And also, the Facebook messages spoiled that Bill was going to propose, so that's a bummer. Callie's dad is a jeweler and is resizing the ring, so he can't even get it to her yet. He was going to do it at Christmas, but I think he's going to do it at Thanksgiving instead, so there's a bit of a happy ending there. Well, OP, considering what Anna said was pretty mean, and she did spoil your brother's proposal, at least she's now out of your lives and you guys can just move on. So all the best in the future, OP, and take care, and thanks for sharing. Now, let's move on to the next post. This post is from the subreddit Petty Revenge, and it's by user UpperStranger8219. You can have the furniture, but I'm taking the hex keys and screws. My ex and I broke up. We lived together. I sold most of my furniture to keep his, and we used that money to buy new things for the apartment like decoration and bar stools for the kitchen. He not only wanted to keep all of his furniture, but 50% of the stuff we bought together. He tried to explain that everything became ours 50-50 when I sold my stuff to keep his. It wasn't worth fighting over. He was being pretty vindictive, so I said F it and let him take it all. I ended up with a desk, a rug, 2 bar stools, and some kitchen and decoration items. He took all the electronics including TV, couch, coffee table, TV stand, bed and bed frame, etc. All of the really important and or expensive items. He also returned all the gifts he got me for Christmas and my birthday, but kept his Christmas gifts, more like left me the boxes but took the items out of them. My petty revenge. Most of the furniture was IKEA, all of it being built with hex keys. I helped him disassemble his furniture for the movers. Then I took the entire bag of hex keys and hardware, the screws and whatnot. He put the furniture in storage so he won't notice for another month at least. Replacing the hex keys is pretty simple, but good luck tracking down the exact screws and brackets and etc. Well done, OP. Your ex-boyfriend sucks at even being an ex-boyfriend, so definitely deserved. Thanks for sharing. And it's that time that we've reached the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed today's stories. I really did enjoy reading them to you. So if you did, then don't be shy and go ahead and give the video a like. And don't forget to subscribe or even share this video with people that you might think will enjoy my storytelling. Also, if you have the time, go down to the video description and check out all the links I have for you, from our Discord community to my channel merch. And finally, I'd like to say thank you for watching. It really means a lot to me that you enjoy my videos. And having said all that, I'll see you guys in the next video.